What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, coming at you with a new video. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. I also want to thank everybody who tuned into TXR podcast last night on the TXR podcast channel. It's the podcast I host Monday nights. It was we had a lot of people turn out for the show. It was really good. I highly recommend anybody out there who hasn't seen it to check it out. I have the link to the channel in the description of the video, as I do all my social media stuff. Is all there if you want to check it out. So what are we talking about today? Well, today is going to be a Rand's Indie Spotlight. A lot of games coming out this week. I'm going to be covering a lot of them, but today I'm going to be talking about Siegecraft Commander. Siegecraft Commander is an RTS, and it says this in the store description, right? It says, create the ultimate fortress and wreak havoc, raining destruction on your enemies with catapult flinging fun. Siegecraft Commander offers real-time strategy, single-player campaigns while providing both turn-based and RTS options for high-stake multiplayer matches. Well, it says it right there, guys. This is going to be my impressions of the game. This is not going to be a review just yet. I haven't played it enough to get into review, but I did want to show off the game and talk about what I liked or what I didn't like. And, maybe if you see something you like, maybe you want to pick this up. So yeah, this is a RTS game. It's a mini RTS game, similar to like StarCraft and things like that, but it's like kind of core defining feature is you link these towers together. As you can see, I'm shooting out outposts, right, and they're connected to one another, string all the way back to the main base. And what you do to attack with these outposts is you use the fire barrels, or I forget what the attacking thing is on this campaign, but you essentially use those barrels, you fling them with the slingshot, which is a really weird like system. I actually am using the actual slingshot where you aim with the left stick and you pull back on the power on the right stick and press A to fire. I actually prefer the precision one where you actually use the power up with left and right trigger. But what you can do in this one is you can see the enemy has like all these towers linked, right? If you destroy a tower further down in the link, you destroy all the towers linked to that, right? So I kind of saw here like all these towers. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to destroy one of these towers, because if I can get one of these towers in this chain, I'll destroy all the ones in front of it, right? And that's kind of like the defining feature the game has. And look at it go! I destroyed that single tower, and there goes all the towers connected to it. That's kind of the defining feature this game has, is this connected tower thing, where like it's built out, and if you can kind of attack ones further in. And here, check out the main menu. It features you got your regular campaign, your multiplayer. It features two campaigns. Each of them are 8 missions long, right? Which is interesting, the fact that it has 2 campaigns. One is you play as these knights searching for treasure, and the other one, the Crusade of Hope, is you're defending your your tribe against invaders. And they each offer, like I said, 8 missions. I am like 5 missions in the Voyage for Glory one and like 2 missions into the other campaign. So it features a fully fledged campaign, but the big thing here is the multiplayer, right? It has online multiplayer, which some of these Xbox games don't have. You can have matchmaking, local multiplayer, invite-only multiplayer, which is pretty big, and you can actually play it in real-time strategy, or you can play it in turn-based, and you can set all the different functionality for it, how long you want the turn-based to be, and all the different maps. Big thing to note here, this game is cross-play with PC as well. So there is that going for it. You can actually turn those off in the menus. I actually went into the options to check to see what the options were, because it actually comes up right away when you start, and you see right there, cross-play multiplayer. You can enable it or you can disable it, but that is kind of an interesting feature. There's not a lot of games on Xbox One that have cross-play. I think there's like a handful, and I don't even know if there's any Xbox games besides like Rocket League that have it, but it is a cool thing. So you can play against people on the PC in any way, shape, or form, and it kind of does have a little campaign. They have these little like books and little leaflets as you flip through. They tell you a little bit about it. But I mean, so far I played 5 missions in the one campaign, 2 missions in the other. It's a fun little game. I'm having an alright time with it. I'm not that big into RTS games. You know, I think the one I used to play back in the day was like Warcraft 1, but you know, there's not a lot of games like this on the Xbox One, so it is cool to get to play an RTS here and there. Now, this one, you notice I am actually using the precision control to instead of the slingshot method, which I actually prefer. If you're going to play this game, I think the precision control method is better than the slingshot method. And it has all the different trappings of an RTS, you know, like you build a base, you show an outpost. If you put up an armory, then you can put up a barracks, and the barracks will have, you know, it'll produce, you know, guys to fight for. And then if you build a library, you can, you know, put out like a Tesla shield. It has all the trappings of all the different kind of things you do in our other RTSs. And you go in the campaign, each level will offer more and more, you know, harder enemies and more things you need to do and stuff like that. So it's your typical RTS game. The big thing is the multiplayer. I didn't expect it to have such a vast multiplayer suite, because I don't expect these Xbox games to feature those, honestly, because normally they don't. So it's a really big plus in my book that I could actually play with my friends online, because I would love, and in fact, I'm going to try out the online. I'm going to play with my buddies who have this game too, because I'm interested in playing the multiplayer against my friends. So that is a big plus in my book. Campaign seems on a little short end. Maybe that's why there's 2 of them. This game, I also should mention, normally goes for $20, but is currently on sale for $13 for a week. So I hope you liked the video, guys, and I will see you later.